just joined us, you're watching the news at 10 on Channels Television, coming to you live from Lagos, and as you can see, Abuja. A reminder of our main stories. Federal government declares illegal any form of registration and deportation of non-indigents by state governors. Boko Haram erects toll gates in some parts of Borno State, while the military assures citizens that no part of Nigeria will be ceded to terrorists. Adamawa acting governor replies critics, says no one collected money to remove impeached Governor Murtala Nyako, and 7 Israeli soldiers killed in Gaza fighting. A quick reminder to you now that all our top stories are on our website, ChannelsTV.com, and on YouTube.com/channelsweb. To get us on the move, please visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows phones from their respective stores. And indeed, we urge you to interact with the Channels Eyewitness feature on our Android, iOS, and Windows 8 platforms. So if you have pictures or videos to share with us, tap the application on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, and then follow the instructions. All right, over now to Abuja. Here's Linda Akigbe. Hi, Linda.
Hello, Ijoma, and welcome to the nation's capital. Public enlightenment officers of Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, have been asked to ensure that Nigerians are given proper information about the electoral process. The United States Ambassador to Nigeria, James Enwissel, told INEC officials at a forum in Abuja that the electoral process is a journey that never ends and continuous efforts must be made to make the process better. Chairman of INEC, Professor Atahiru Jega, is exploring all areas of voter education to ensure everyone is enlightened about the electoral process.
It is very, very important that we strengthen our capacity to do effective outreach, to inform and enlighten Nigerians about what we do, and also ensure that we do effective voter education. We know in countries such as ours, voter education is very, very important in order to have an enlightened citizenry.
The public has to perceive that the election is in their interest, that it is worth going to vote, and that the election, a successful election, can make a meaningful difference in their lives. And that is where all of you come in, convincing the public that it is in their interest to vote. Genuine change through the democratic process is absolutely possible. I've seen it in my own lifetime in my own country. It's slow, it takes time, it may be frustrating, but it is absolutely possible. And that is why it's so important, and that is why I charge every one of you to do everything you can to make it clear to the public that voting does make a difference.
2 people have been confirmed dead and 5 others injured after a truck heavily loaded with sachet water, popularly known as pure water, crashed into a butcher's market on the Isheri area of Igando Lasu Iba Road in Lagos. The truck was said to have been towed away before Channels Television arrived at the scene of the incident. The chairman of the butcher's market, who confirmed the deaths, said the market remains closed for now.
This motor was going this way, maybe due to the brake failures or something else. It just turned from the express down to the market on the side of our people here, and suddenly we discovered that we lost 2 people. So we carried one from the express road while the other one was killed inside the place. The Koto police station have been immediately while the area M was there, and both of them arranged and collected the corpse down to the mortuary. Where the road safety was here, the VIO people was here, many many rescue people are here, but those people that they are suddenly dead, no way to recover them. But the affected people are being carried to the hospital.
Former Minister of Petroleum Resources, Dr. Riwanu Lukman, has died at the age of 75. Dr. Lukman passed on in the early hours of today at his residence in Vienna, Austria, after a brief illness. He held many positions under different administrations between 1984 and 2010. He was appointed as the Minister of Mines and Steel between 1984 and 85, and later Minister of Petroleum Resources from 1986 to 1989. This enabled him to serve as the president of the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, for several terms. He also served as chairman of the board of the defunct National Electric Power Authority. After serving his terms as petroleum minister, he was moved to the Foreign Affairs Ministry between 1989 to 1990. Dr. Lukman was elected as Secretary General of OPEC from 1995 to 2000. It was from his position as Secretary General at the OPEC Secretariat in Vienna, Austria, that he was formally invited by former President Olusegun Obasanjo to become the Presidential Advisor on Petroleum and Energy Matters and Chairman of the NNPC until he voluntarily retired from public service in November 2003. But he was not done, as he was by the late Umaru Musa administration to serve again as Minister of Petroleum Resources from 2008 to 2010. And when the news at 10 returns, the Minister of Science and Technology, Dr. Abdul Bulama, wants African leaders to support growth of science and technology. Join us again.